Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a project share for you all. I have been working on some spring embellishments and I just wanted to come and share. I know a couple of the dyes I've been working with, quite a few people have. So I just wanted to share my little project so it may inspire you to pull yours out and do something with it. So the first dye is this Doris basket dye. I know quite a few people picked it up when it was in Tuesday morning for either $3.99 or $4.99. I think it was like $3.99. And it came with flowers and stuff, but I didn't use those flowers. So I created Easter baskets and flower baskets. The Easter baskets I left a little plain because I know at least like this one I'll be using for scrapbooking purposes. So I'm going to add like some grass at the bottom and then more Easter eggs in the grass. But these I plan to share. That's why they're all decked out. And I cut 2 layers of this pearlescent cardstock that I have from Crafter's Companion. And then there is a middle layer of some brown felt. This dye went through the felt no problem. So I use that in the middle to add dimension. And when I cut it out with the pearlescent paper, I folded the paper in half, and the second layer didn't cut all the little pieces out, which I love. So that's how it ended up looking like this, where it's solid in the background. So I just took advantage of how it cut and layered it up. And then I went in with some, I have multiple little spellbinders, dyes for flowers, as well as like this cottage cut leaf dye. This is one of the flower dyes from spellbinders. I'll link whatever I can or whatever I remember that I have. But I know most of the grass and the flowers are all spellbinders, like from their kits. I then added these bows, which are from Daiso, and little butterflies, which are from Little Birdie. But I love how they turned out. There's so much dimension. I use different colored greens. There's even some sparkle on the flowers, if you can't tell. And then the centers are Nouveau drops. So that's how those turned out. And then for this one, I played with using foam in the center. And I used some cheap Dollar Tree foam, and it stretched out as it cut, so that's why you can see more of it. But I don't really mind because I like having a little extra color. I probably would have used pink, but when I chose my eggs, I tried to choose some with orange in it just to go more so with the project. So that is that one. And then this one doesn't have a middle layer. It's just 2 of the baskets layered on one another, the first and the second layer. And I really like how this looked. Maybe if I went in and like inked the edges or something, it would have gave that dimension without it. But I love the pearlescent card, so I didn't want to mess with it. But that's those. Just a way to use your dye if you had it sitting, perfect for a spring or Easter project. And then while I was cutting flowers, I decided to cut a couple rain boots. I actually cut it in quite a few colors, but these are the 2 that I did up. And this is a DCWV 6x6 pad I picked up from Tuesday morning. I don't know the name, but it's solid on the back. So I just used my Spectrum Noir markers to add the soles and do some shadowing, nothing over the top. And then the same flowers and leaves and grass I used for the basket, I came in and did that with the boot. And I love how these turned out as well. And these centers are white Nouveau drops. Just some little spring embellishments. And if I couldn't find my boot dye, the dyes by Spellbinders, I was going to use my silhouette. And for these eggs, I will say I just let my daughter paint on some watercolor paper. And when she was done, I just used my silhouette to resize some eggs and put them in there. So that's her little artwork in there. And then I recently showed these 3D sunflowers, and they weren't inked up. Let's see. Do I have one that's not inked? No. So I finally went back and inked it up with this Ariel pigment ink in mustard seed, and I love them even more. So again, this is a cut file from my Silhouette. I think you can also download it as SVG. It's actually supposed to go on a card, and this is the original size, but I downsized it, and I love it, especially with the inked edges. So that is one of my spring embellishments. And then finally, I was inspired by Buzzing with V to create these little felt flowers. I think hers may be a little smaller than this, but this is the die that I used, and this is just the felt that you can pick up from Target in the stack. I've had it forever and never used it, so I finally pulled it out. This is Spellbinder's die, and this is the medium size die of the set, so I can make some smaller, I can make some bigger, but this is the medium size, and this is how they turn out. So I've only done a couple of those. This die isn't the best with the felt, but if you don't mind running it through a few times with the shim, you're good to go. But yeah, that's all that I have. So here are some of my spring embellishments, just to give you a little inspiration. There you go. All right, so that is all that I have. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.